My name is Birdie. It's not my real name, but it's my name. So I am a Twitch streamer currently at the Birdiesaurus on Twitch and everywhere else on social media. That's how you can find me. I do a lot of variety streaming. My favorite game though is Skyrim. I love open world stuff. I love RPGs. Anything that I can destroy people and things, it basically makes me very happy. I have never played before. I probably got into watching it maybe 5 years ago, and I've watched a ton, I've listened to a ton. The guys from Acquisitions Incorporated are what really made me fall in love with it, and I got to go see them live at PAX South this year, so it was incredible seeing that whole thing happen right in front of us. I'm just so pumped to be able to start experiencing that myself. I'm a little bit nervous just in the sense that, I mean, you know, you do have to be on your feet the whole time and you do have to kind of work on the fly. And even in a game like Skyrim where it's almost totally open world, you could do whatever you want. I mean, someone else is feeding you dialogue. I might be sitting there yelling at my computer, but it's not quite the same as having to be someone else. And so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm also really excited. I think it's gonna be a challenge, but it's gonna be a great challenge, and I want to get into it. My character's name is Alaria Shadowfair. She is a drow ranger. Her backstory is not what you would typically expect from a drow. She's grown up on her own. She was an orphan, and that means she spent a lot of time on the streets and she had to fend for herself a lot. And so she understands what it's like to be alone and what it's like to have nothing and to have to fight for everything. And so she's a little less judgy than most drow would be. She is definitely trying to make her way in a world that doesn't necessarily want her there. She is drow, you know, she's even though her people usually look down on everyone else looks down on her too. Her type is not known to be friendly or not known to be caring or not known to be lovable, if you will. And so most people have this preconceived notion of her that she's evil and horrible and wrong and mean and all these things, and she's not necessarily all these things. She can be. She doesn't necessarily feel like she has to prove it to anyone, but she wants to prove it. And so I think she tries to overcompensate sometimes a little bit. I wanted, even my first time, to be a very dynamic character that people wouldn't expect, and that is going to add dimension to a game, to any game that she was dropped into. And so I definitely think the other characters are gonna have a tough time, or the other players are gonna have a tough time figuring out who she is and why she's there. And I mean, you know, there may or may not be some surprises down the road. She may or may not have some ulterior motives. We don't know yet. I really like that aspect, that it's not just any other player walking in. It's gonna be a character that causes a little bit of a ruckus. Her favorite color is black. Surprise, surprise. Guys, I am so excited to be joining the Heroes of Awesome. I mean, how cool does that sound to begin with, right? I really can't wait to see what happens with this character and with the rest of the group. And I mean, I'm looking forward to causing a little trouble. All the things I say are awesome.